Assalamualaikum and good morning to our lecturer, Sir Rahimi bin Muhammad Rosman. Today is our turn to do our presentation. It's about PC proposal. Before we start our presentation, I would like to introduce my group member, Nur Fatih binti Zulkifli, Nur Aina binti Abdul Khalid, and me, Nur Amira Hazira binti Abdul Aziz.
Okay.
So today I would like to start my presentation with the first specification of computer, which is monitor. So for the type is LG2424 MP59G FHD IPS gaming LED monitor. Brand LG, screen size 27, resolution Full HD, refresh rate 75 Hz, brightness 250 CD or M2, response time 5 ms GTG, 1 ms NBR, aspect ratio 16:9, viewing angle 178 degree, horizontal same goes to vertical, power input 1100 240 VAC 50 or 60 Hz, dimension 15.9 multiply 21.9 multiply 7.6, weight 7.41, and the price is 549 ringgit. So next is computer case. The type is Cooler Master CM 590 3 ATX case black, material steel body, plastic mesh bezel, expansion slot 7, drive base 5.25 3.5 SSD, dimension 480 multiply 200 multiply 470. Motherboard support ATX, micro ATX, mini ITX, I/O port USB 3.0, 1 multiply USB 2.0, multiply 1 audio in or out, dust filter, front top button, power supply support, button mount ATX. The price is 279 ringgit.
So the next is motherboard. For the type is H55 LGA 1156 DDR3, RAM 8GB, desktop computer, motherboard 6 channel mainbox. For the expansion slot, 1 multiply PCIe existing graphic slots 0 to 2 multiply PCIe, 2 multiply USB 2.0, 4 multiply SATA 2.0. For the processor, CPU type 4 core i7, i5 and i3, CPU socket LGA 1156, memory type is DDR3 1333 or 1066 MHz, 2 multiply DDR3 DIMM memory slot. So for the price is 169 ringgit 99 cents.
So next is graphic card. The type is Sapphire R7 250 512 SP UEFI 2GB DDR3 128 bytes graphic card. The brand is Sapphire. Interface PCI Express 3.0. Memory clock 4600 MHz. Core clock speed 1000 MHz. Memory 2GB GDDRS, which is 128 bytes. Output 1 multiply DSUB or 1 multiply DVD-ID, or 1 multiply HDMI. Power consumption less 25 W. Card dimension 150 times 105 times 26. Digital maximum resolution 4096 multiply 3112 HDMI resolution. Weight is 444 gram and the price is 333 ringgit and 90 cents. So next is power supply. The type is 550 watts, 120 mm fan ATX SATA PCIe power supply for Intel AMD PC unit 500W. Power standard is ATX 12 voltan. CPU range AMD Intel PCF type passive PFC. Rate power 550W. Product weight 1228 gram. Support system Vista Win 7 operating system. Support power supply 20p and 20p motherboard. Power output design multiplex plus 12V. IDE interface 3 same goes to SATA interface. CPU interface 5 pins and the price is 113 ringgit and 57. So next is motherboard. The type is AVF AK 1018U water resistance USB keyboard. The brand is AVF. Model AVF AK1018U. Interface USB. Key 104. Key types membrane key. Dimension 443 times 143 times 20 millimeters. Weight 428 plus 10 gram. Cable length 1.6 meter and the price is 20 ringgits.
So I will proceed with another two specification of computer, which are mouse and software. Firstly, I would like to present about mouse. Okay, based on the slide given, we decide to choose a ENY wireless mouse 2.4G, cordless optical fly air mouse. The scissor speed of the mouse is 800 per 1800 dpi. For the mouse size, for the length is 100 mm, for the width is 65 mm, and for the head is 35 mm. The mouse weight is around 64 gram. The wireless transmission of mouse is 2.4 GHz. The mouse operating distance can be up to 10 meters and the mouse cost is 8 ringgit and 70 cents. Okay, based on the slide given, we decide to choose Microsoft Office that already consists Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Access. So this all Microsoft Office already conceive all these software. The types of Microsoft Office is Microsoft Office 365 Personal, 1% for tablet, PC and home. The Microsoft Office can be run with Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 8.1 and Windows 10. For the browser, Microsoft Office can be opened with Safari, Firefox, Chrome, Microsoft Edge and Internet Explorer. For the processor and the computer RAM, it contains 1 GB RAM and also 32 bit. For the memory RAM, it consists 2 GB RAM. For the monitor resolution is 3 GB
gigabytes, and for Microsoft Office cost is around 126 ringgit. Okay, the second software is AutoCAD. We choose Autodesk AutoCAD 2018 with 32-bit. The AutoCAD can be run with Windows 7, Windows 8.1 and Windows 10. The CPU types is 1 GHz or faster 32-bit processor. The memory needed for AutoCAD is 2 GB. The display resolution up to 3840 x 2160. The display card, Windows display adapter capable of 1360 x 768 with true color capabilities. The disk space that needed is 4 GB. The AutoCAD can be downloaded or installed from DVD. The price of AutoCAD is 100 ringgit. Okay, based on the slide for Adobe Suite, we decide to choose Adobe Creative Suite 6 Design Standard with Activator for Windows 0. The model is Adobe Creative Suite. The Adobe Creative Suite can be run with Windows 7 SPI, Windows XP SP3 and Windows 10. There are many software suite components such as Adobe Acrobat X Pro, Adobe Illustrator CS6, Adobe InDesign CS6 and Adobe Photoshop. The processor type of Adobe Suite is Athlon 64 and Pentium 4. The disk space that is needed for Adobe Suite is 8.5 GB and the for RAM that is needed is 2 GB. The screen resolution for Adobe Suite is 1024 x 768. The Adobe Suite can be downloaded or installed through DVD-ROM. The Adobe Suite cost is 57 ringgit. Okay, next is Adobe Dreamweaver. As we can see on the slide, we choose Adobe Dreamweaver CC 2018 for Windows. The brand is Adobe, and the Adobe Dreamweaver can be run by Windows 7, Windows 8 and Windows 10. Processor graphic is Intel Core 2 or AMD Athlon 64 processor, GHz or faster processor. Hard disk capacity is that needed is 2.6 GHz or more. And the RAM that is needed is 2 GB. The display resolution is 1024 x 768 display with 60-bit video card. For the Adobe Dreamweaver, it also can be installed or downloaded through DVD-ROM. The price of Adobe Dreamweaver is 50 ringgit. Okay, as we can see on the slide, that is the last software that we choose. The types of software is Gene Adobe Acrobat Reader Pro Professional 11 full version. The brand is Adobe. The processor graphic is 1.3 GHz or faster processor. For the Windows, the Adobe Director can be run with Windows XP 2003, 2007 and 2008. The RAM that is needed is 512 and 12 megabyte. For the hard disk capacity that is needed is 1.85 GB of hard disk space, and the resolution of monitor is 1024 x 768. The Adobe Director can be installed or downloaded through DVD-ROM drive. Adobe Director also can be opened by Internet Explorer 7, 8, 9 or 10. It also can be open with Firefox, Chrome and Safari. The added related cost is RM44.
I will proceed with the operating system. As we know, without the operating system, our computer can run smoothly. So the operating system that we suggest is Microsoft Windows 10 Home English 64-byte. And for the brand of the operating system is Microsoft. For the interface language, which is English International, and the processor graphic, DirectX 9.0 compatible graphic card. And for the minimum processor speed of the operating system, which is 1 GHz, and for the minimum RAM, 2 GB. For the minimum hard disk space for the operating system is 20 GB, and display resolution 800 multiple 600 monitor resolution, and for the media DVD-ROM, and the price RM445. Item that I will explain to all of you is RAM. For the type of RAM is Keystone DDR3 RAM 4 GB 1333 mHz, and PC 10600 desktop RAM memory. And for the brand of this RAM is Keystone. For the model of the RAM is My Internet Deals KT DR3 LO 4G 133. For the storage capacity of the RAM is 4 GB, and the speed of this RAM is 1333 mHz, and form factor of this RAM is DIMM. For RAM memory technology is DDR3, and the price of this RAM is RM1058. The next specification of computer is CPU and processor. The type of CPU or processor is Intel Core 13200 3M 3.10 GHz, and 2100 socket 1155 processor CPU. And for the brand is Intel. For the product collection of the CPU or processor is Legacy Intel Core TM processor. For the processor number is 13-2100, and for the processor base frequency is 3.10 GHz. For the cache of CPU is 3 MB smart cache, and the bus speed of the CPU processor is 5 GT SDMI, and for the maximum memory size of the CPU is 32 GB, and for the memory types is DDR3 1066 1333, and for the processor graphic is Intel HD Graphic 2000, and for the price of CPU processor is RM265. Based on the slide we have provided to all of you, I will explain about printer and scanner. For the type of printer and scanner is Canon Pixma MG3070S wireless all-in-one printer, and for the brand of the printer and scanner is Canon. For the function of this printer and scanner is print, scan, and copy, and for the interface is USB-B port and high-speed USB. And for the print speed of this printer and scanner is 15 ppm black and 10 ppm color. And for the print resolution is 6000 and 6000, 9600 and 2400. And for the paper capacity of the print and scanner is 100 sheets. For the paper size of the print and scanner is A4, A5, B5, DL envelope. And for the print head alignment is manual. For the power print and scanner is AC 100 240V 1560 AZHZ. And for the weight of the printer and scanner is 3.5 kg. And for the price of this printer and scanner is 199. The last item that I will explain to all of you, which is the speaker. For the type of speaker that we suggest is Akiro Vantage Atas GS 233 mobile gaming music speaker with bass resonance. And for the brand of the speaker is Vantage. For the connection of the speaker is wired, and the output power of the speaker is 3W multiple 2 maximum. And for the output noise is 1000 until 1055 UV. And for the frequency range of the speaker is 40 Hz to 20 kHz. And for the dimension of the speaker is 6.8 multiple 6.5 multiple 9.3 cm. And for the interface of the speaker is USB plug 3.5 mm plug. And for the cable length of the speaker is 1.2 m. And last one, for the price of the speaker is 25 ringgit. Based on the slide we have provided to all of you, I will present about storage device, which is hard disk. For the type of hard disk is Seagate Barracuda 1TB 3.5 SATA 64 MB 7200 RPM internal HDD STI 1000 DM010. And for the brand of storage device hard disk is Seagate. And for the device type is internal hard drive, which is the hard drive capacity with is 1 TB. Hard drive interface is SATA, and for the cache of the storage device is 64 MB, and the form factor is 3.5, and the weight of the storage device is 1.0 kg, and the dimension is 14.70 multiple 10.20 multiple 2.00 cm. And the price of the storage device hard disk is RM 161.